The essence of the ultimate performance. The idea of achieving the impossible. And determine what separates the best achiever from the norms was a mystery, which leads psychologists and enthusiast seekers to try to decode the way to ultimate performance. The way to exceptional improvement. The way mysteries were unveiled to decode thought the impossible. Hello my friends, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily content. Back in the early 1980s, University of Chicago educational psychologist Benjamin Bloom launched the Talent Project, Studies of Expert Performance Ever. The project examined the lives of 120 people, all under the age of 35, all of whom had demonstrated the highest levels of accomplishment in one of 6 fields: swimming, tennis, sculpture, piano, mathematics, and research neuroscience. Where does exceptional talent come from? Special individuals or special circumstances? Before the study began, Bloom was convinced that talent was innate and what we call mastery is the result of talented individuals. The data told a different story. Few of Bloom's research subjects showed no great promise as those children they got no such exceptional abilities. Instead, the one commonality was encouragement, a lot of encouragement. In each case, there was a parent or close relative who rewarded exceptional abilities. Exceptional abilities, it seemed, were made, not born. As Bloom later told reporters, "We were looking for exceptional kids, but what we found were exceptional conditions." This finding became a cornerstone of the debate. With the right environment and the proper encouragement, it meant that everyone had a shot at perfection. It meant there were no chosen few. But many of the athletes involved in action and adventure sports came up the hard way. The wrong environment, little encouragement. Skateboard pioneer Dwayne said, "A lot of us were from broken homes, we were freaks and misfits. And if home life wasn't rosy, the outside world was even less supportive." Furthermore, of psychological tests were done to understand the power of gratification in a way to understand more what actually affects on human potential, which was first introduced in the book of Stanford Marshmallow Experiment in 1972. Stanford psychologist Walter Mischel performed a fairly straightforward study in delayed gratification. He offered 4-year-old children a marshmallow and promised them they'd get 2 if they could wait. The children varied in their ability to resist temptation. Most kids couldn't wait. They ate the marshmallow the moment Mischel left the room. A small percentage could resist temptation and, over time, this turned out to a big deal. Those who controlled their temptations appeared to be more self-reliant. They could handle stress better and could handle tests better. Also showed that people who didn't resist were more impulsive and having lower grades, more in trouble, and some of them were quitting school. The results later caught Zimbardo's attention. Philip Zimbardo is an American psychologist who is known for his work on the psychology of evil and the Stanford Prison Experiment. He has authored over 50 books and he has been president of American Psychological Association. He was not interested in delayed gratification, but wanted to prove that within time the 2 types of children who could control their temptations and who couldn't control their temptations each got an advantage over the other. Futures consider work a source of special pleasure. For them, tomorrow's anticipated gains and losses fuel today's decisions and actions. Gratification delayed for greater reward is always a better bet for futures. The futures live in their minds, envisioning other selves, scenarios, rewards and successes. The kids who ate the marshmallow immediately were present hedonists. They lived for the now and not the later. It wasn't that they were unable to delay gratification, it's that not delaying gratification, the downstream result of being a present hedonist, was their strategy for living present. Their lives are fun-filled and fast-paced. Unfortunately, this comes at a cost. Zimbardo found that the healthiest, happiest, highest performers blend the best of both worlds. The energy, joy, and openness of presence, with the strength, fortitude, and long-term vision of the futures. But the question was how to produce this blend? Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, a Hungarian-American psychologist, who in the early 1990s wrote about the subject of optimal experience with this term. The psychology of optimal experience. In essence, flow is characterized by complete absorption in what one does. Flow state occurs when an individual is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus. Flow is caused by blending 2 personas, the present self and the future self. This creates a period of heightened productivity while you focus on what needs to be done now, instead of worrying about what will happen in the future. Flow is called the high, the state where achievers create maximum performance. In the upcoming video we'll discuss more about harnessing that skill. Second video will discuss the basic of that state and how do high achievers in sports and entrepreneurs use that state to achieve the impossible. Keep tuned and have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to push the subscribe button.